social media influencer. He is a strong advocate for human rights, and he's been part of the organising committee for the weekly protests.
Oh Allah, expand my chest, make this task easy for me, so they may hear my every word, so it may be clear. Untie the knot from my tongue. We come together today in one of humanity's darkest times. We are gathered here to demand an end to this brutality, to this captivity, to this genocide. This is our moment to stand for justice. This is our moment to stand for Palestine. People of the world are awakening. Millions are marching against the greatest atrocity of modern times. What we see today is not about religion. Churches have been bombed just the same as mosques. Christians have been killed just the same as Muslims. Jewish people all around the world are shouting, "Not in our name!" This is about politics. This is about greed. This is about the right to exist of one race above another. This is racism. This is discrimination. This is racial dehumanization. We will not be silenced by false narratives. 75 years ago, the ones oppressed became the oppressors. They came to a land that was free. A land where the Muslim, the Jew, the Christian lived together in peace. The land of Palestine. An armed people came to an unarmed nation. They said it was a land without a people for a people without a land. They came blind to all the innocence of Palestine. Horrors unleashed, over 800,000 expelled from their homeland, thousands upon thousands murdered. Injustice upon injustice. 75 years later, the Nakba continues. 75 years later, over 1.5 million people displaced. 75 years later, the Palestinian is still not free. To this day, a Palestinian does not have rights. To this day, a Palestinian is forced from the land, from their home. To this day, a Palestinian is suffocated in the grips of oppression. To this day, a Palestinian is brutalized, tortured, and slaughtered. Rivers of blood flow through Palestine. Entire families, generations wiped out. Children and babies blown to bits. An entire nation terrorized. The immorality of humanity is on full show as the leaders of the world watch an entire population, over 2.3 million people, over 1 million children are starved and slaughtered. An extermination is underway. Over 6,000 children killed, tens of thousands buried under the rubble. Their only crime to be born in Gaza. Shame! Shame! The most brutal of regimes, weaponized to the extreme, annihilating the most helpless, the poorest, the most oppressed of humanity. Even little babies in incubators murdered. Shame! Shame! Babies once full of life, now still. Once so warm, now so cold. Once their parents' greatest joy, now their greatest sorrow. Shame! Shame! No child should have to see what a child in Gaza sees. No mother should have to grieve like a mother in Gaza grieves. No father should have to pick up the pieces of his children like a father in Gaza does. Shame! Shame! Oh, humanity, can you not hear their cries? Oh, humanity, can you not see their suffering? Does your heart not grieve? Do your eyes not weep? Does your soul not tremble? Does your humanity not awaken? We, the people of the world, demand a ceasefire. We, the people of the world, demand an end to this genocide. We stand together and we call for justice. We call for equality. We stand together against oppression. We stand together on the right side of humanity, on the right side of history. You can take their food, you can take their water, you can take their land, you can take their life, but you will never break their spirit. You will never crush their belief. You will never erase their right to exist. You will never erase Palestinians from our hearts, for we are all Palestinians, and we will never, ever give up. In our thousands, in our millions, we are all Palestinians. In our thousands, in our millions, we are all Palestinians. Every Palestinian man, woman, and child has but one dream, and that dream is freedom. We dream of the day when every Palestinian man, woman, and child will be free. We dream of the day when the Palestinian nation is just like any other free nation. We dream of the day when humanity awakens within humanity. We dream of the day when our country, Australia, is not the last nation standing against this genocide. We dream of the day when all people of all creeds and color stand always with the oppressed and never with the oppressors, standing unflinching without hesitation. When we march today, we march for a ceasefire. When we march today, we march for freedom. The freedom of every man, woman, and child in Palestine. And we will say, as loud as we can, every step of the way, today and every day, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!